Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Hope you're doing very well. Hope you're having a good weekend. So today I'm going to be doing a declutter. So I'm going to be sorting through my palettes today. So me and my husband are having to move from where we are at the moment. So I thought I would take an opportunity to kind of declutter my makeup. So today I'm just going to focus on my palettes because I don't have as much kind of makeup as obviously most YouTubers who do declutter videos. Obviously, a lot of them will be getting like PR packages and all that rubbish. So this is stuff that I've all bought with my own money. But it's, I need to just have like a purge of all my makeup because I have a lot, and the place that we're hopefully moving to is going to be quite small, so I need to think about space and kind of what I really need. So essentially, I'm going to go through my palettes first. I have my whole box of palettes here with me. Had to bring it down like a flight of stairs, and it's very heavy on my poor hands. But yeah, all these palettes they're all like, for me, they're all pretty good. I'm going to be keeping obviously the expensive ones, and I think majority of the ones are going to be like probably Revolution ones that I might get rid of because I have so many of them. And yeah, that's just at the time I wanted to buy them. I mean, if anyone does want one, I mean, please let me know. I can happily like give it to you if I see you, because I know some of the people who watch my videos are my friends. And I'll put it on my social media. I probably won't post any through the posts because they'll probably break. But yeah, let's just kind of go through it. I'll show you everything, and then the ones I won't keep, I will like keep to the side, etc. So the ones that I got recently was my 3503 Morphe and my EYN by Beauty Bay. I'm gonna keep those because obviously they're bulky, but they are ones that I use and they're quite new and they're expensive. And so going next is on my Game of Thrones. I'm gonna be keeping that one. My conspiracy palette, I'm gonna keep it considering everything that's happening because I spend a lot of money on this. Regardless of everything, I spent money, and there was a lot of effort that went into actually buying that palette. For something, it's just makeup, I know, but obviously considering everything else, I'm not going to talk about it because it's not relevant to my channel or anything. But talking, I mean, considering that as well, I was given this as a gift from my sister, and it's a really nice palette, and I know Morphe are under a lot of shit at the moment as well. But again, it's my makeup, I'm keeping it. I was given this little palette from my sister. I'm not going to keep it because I haven't used it, and she used it quite a bit already. And I think it is quite an old palette, so this is gonna go in the bin. This one I will not give to anyone. I've got this Beauty Shop Down to Earth palette. I did a kind of review on this. It wasn't the best palette, it was okay. I might give it another go if I wanted to kind of do any other looks, and it's small, so that's not too bad. I can already tell I'm going to be quite bad at doing this because I tend to like keeping things because I have a habit of, you know, buying lots of shit and then just keeping it. I've got my XX Revolution pressed eyeshadow palette. I literally bought this and I've only used it once and I really like it. I'm going to give it a go. All the packaging for most of this stuff I need to throw away as well because I am bad at that. So I tend to have like all these palettes and then I keep the packaging and then it takes up more space. So I've got the Flawless 4. This is one of the kind of first Revolution palettes that I bought. I'm going to have a quick look because I'm probably going to keep this one. I'm so bad at this stuff. Yeah, I mean, I really like using it, and these shades are so tiny, and I have used this palette quite a few times. There's so many shades that I haven't used. I'm going to keep this one. People who are watching this probably like, what's the point of making this video? But I mean, I have some decent palettes in my collection. The So Dope palette I'm keeping. This I am not going to keep because it's shit, which is the Zoeva, what one is it? Don't know what it's called. Oh, there we go. Zoeva IC palette. I was gonna try this again in another video because I actually tried and I thought they were decent, but these shadows are so shit. There's one other Zoeva palette that I have, which is like the caramel one, I think it's called, which is really good. This is shit, so I'm not going to keep that one. I'm literally just going, because the box is right here, and I'm not going to put it on top of this seat or anything. But I'm going to try and like go through it as kind of quickly as I can without going into too much history and about it. Next is the small version of the EYM palette. I'm keeping this because this is so damn good. I'm throwing the box away because it's just unnecessary. I have a habit of keeping, like I said, I have a habit of keeping packaging because I like to keep things safe, I guess. This salted caramel palette, I'm gonna think about it, just because I'm gonna put it in my no pile, because again, when it comes to these Revolution palettes, they've been out for so long and I've had them for so long. I don't really want to get rid of them because they do mean a lot, but then I have so many other palettes that do so much better. Galaxy Chic by BH and the Solar Flare, I really like them. I think the pigment in them are going slightly. Why is it so difficult? I'm going to keep these. Like I said, I'm trying my best here. I've done about 4 things so far. So far, it's not too bad. Again, another Revolution. This is a peanut butter cup palette. I think I've used this like twice. The shades are okay. I probably won't keep this one because they just probably don't look that good. Again, if anyone, like, I've used this like a few times. The shades are nice, but, and it has a hint of peanut butter in there as well. I won't be keeping that one. See, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Next is another Revolution palette. I'm going to keep this one because I like it. It is, it's just a nice chain, like an array of kind of some neon shades, which I haven't had a chance to try yet. And a couple of the ones that I did like, and there was kind of a look that I wanted to make with this palette. So this is staying. Another Revolution Pro. You're just going to see so much Revolution. The Gold Mine palette. I think I got this in my volunteering like goodie bag that I was doing. They had like a Christmas party, and I got this for free. I'll hold on to this because it's quite nice. This Too Faced Funfetti palette. I did spend money on this palette. It was a bit expensive. I can remember, and I don't remember it being that good. I'm not going to use this. I haven't actually used this in so long. So this is not staying. This palette was like an exclusive to Selfridges only. So if you like Too Faced, I don't think they sell it anymore, but yeah. It's so annoying. I haven't used it in such a long time, so I'm not gonna keep it. Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss. This was given to me as a birthday gift from my friend, so obviously I'm keeping it. The Soph X Revolution palette, great palette. It's Soph. She's one of my favorite YouTubers ever. I'm taking out the packaging because it's just taking up so much space, but I have used it quite a lot. Because it's one of my favorite palettes, and you can do so many looks with this. I have random crap in here as well, so I'm gonna throw these away. They're like old brushes. I don't know why I keep the packet. I'm weird. There's one thing you need to know about me. I'm weird. I keep weird stuff. This Little Mermaid palette from Primark that was reduced to £3. I'm gonna bin it. I used it in my kind of makeup that I don't like because at the time I really didn't like it, but then when I gave it a second chance, I thought it was decent. But I really don't need that palette. It doesn't really do much for me. I've got my Disney, my Colourpop, and my LA Splash. These are 2 of my favorite like eyeshadow palettes ever, especially the Colourpop one, and then the LA Splash one just means a lot to me because it's Universal Monsters. And it's my jam. Let's go in the BH Cosmetics. This one I got from TK Maxx a while ago. I think I was going to try and use it in one of my videos, but it's just not a very good palette. The colour selection is kind of random. I have not used it in a while, so it kind of just shows that I don't really care about it. So I will be getting rid of it. Again, all these palettes I have used, but they just don't do it for me anymore. And like I said, I have too many. Sorry, I've got this kind of camera on a chair, so if you move around a lot, I apologize, but I'm just trying to get things organized. So I've got the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I still really like using this. and even like 3 or 4 years later it still smells of peach, which I don't know if it's a good thing, but it's still quite nice. This is one of the Rimmel palettes. I mean, these are really small palettes, so they're kind of easy to put somewhere. They're not the best palettes, but I think I can, yeah, I'll keep them to give them another go. Chocolate Elixir palette. This is actually one of my, like one of the goodie bag ones that I got, I believe. Yeah, I just only got it quite recently, and I think I've used it once. I might keep it and give it another go soon, just to, oh god, it smells nice as well. Actually, no, I think sorry, it's the Golden Bar one, which is what I got recently. It's still not the best looking palette. I'm just throwing away all the cardboard as well. There's a lot of dark shades. I mean, it's okay. I mean, there's some greens in there. I'll keep it to incorporate in the future. This is the Praline I Heart Revolution palette, which was part of a Christmas collection, which I've used quite a few times. It's quite nice. I mean, I do have a lot of individual individual like palettes and highlighters, so this one I might dispose of. I have a pouch of makeup like bits, which I'm going to keep because I need to sort that out. Got my Morphe 15H palette. This is really good. I love this palette. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to throw the packaging away and keep the palette itself. What's rattling around? I think it's like I always keep the weird plastic bit as well. I don't know why. But yeah, I will definitely keep this palette because it's really good, and it's not even that old. I can remember people outside chatting really loudly. It's so annoying. This palette is the Zoeva Sweet Glamour piece of shit palette. Sorry, excuse my language, but I used that recently and it was just one of the worst things I've ever tried in my life. Mini controversy, I just bought that, so never getting rid of that. Beauty Bay palette, again, is it worth the perks? Yes, it is. And I just realized, because I was looking at Beauty Bay like I do every day, you can buy that palette separately. You can buy, I think it's like £12, which I think is worth it, like £12.50, because you get 6 eyeshadows and you get a highlighter and you get a contour shade. It's super nice, so definitely check it out. I've got Urban Decay Kristen Leanne Daydream palette. This is nice. It's a really just kind of, if you want to go traveling somewhere and you just want to do a nice simple look, you get 5 different shades. Is it worth throwing away the packaging? I think it is, because the box is actually really cute. I think I might keep the box just because, you know, it's made out of plastic, which is annoying to kind of get rid of, but it's still not too bad. And I've got a mini I Heart Revolution nudes palette. This is nice again for traveling. Not that I travel anywhere, but the fact is, like, if I am putting on makeup after work or something, I can just do that. Mini Jawbreaker palette, I'm keeping that. This is an MUA Tropical Oceana palette. I really like this palette. I've done quite a few different looks of it. And God, yeah, you just get like a nice rainbow. So I'm going to keep this one because I got it free as well. So why not? Just going through like my box, I'm getting deeper now. I can see the bottom. Another Revolution, no, sorry, it's a Rimmel palette. This one I probably will not keep because this has got it's like a lot of nudes, and I don't wear a lot of nude shades, so this one I will not be keeping. Red Velvet palette by I Heart Revolution. Again, this was part of a Christmas collection. Some nice shades, you get like some nice neons and that. I will probably keep this one because it's reds. Why not? My first Soph palette, yay, which I still absolutely love and adore. I've still got the little plastic packaging, so I'm going to get rid of that. But yeah, this palette is great. You can still buy it. And it's just a nice selection of shades that she kind of chose for the palette, and I really like it. What's next? This highlighter. This I've never really, I think I've used it like once on my channel, barely. But yeah, this is a highlighter wardrobe. So this is like a selection of highlighters as like a book. I'll show you guys. Yeah, it's just like this. It doesn't even come with a mirror, which is actually quite annoying, but the shades are not too bad. They're nice. I will keep this because, you know, there's an array of shades, so I might just keep that. And I wanted it for ages. This Revolution Pet Shop, this palette was pretty shit. It just, there was like not a lot of pigment. I bought it because it was cute packaging. It was what, £6, so yeah, that's like a waste of money. But you know, it's cute, but it's so awkward to kind of put somewhere. I'm not gonna keep this because I don't need it. And I've got such other random stuff in here as well. I always kind of just like throw things around in this box because it's quite big. The Be Passionate palette, I really like this palette. I'm gonna throw the box away, but I really like Makeup Obsession palettes. Like this one, it's just a nice, again, travel palette. You can do quite a few shades. You get 10 shades. Yeah, so far we're doing okay. Yeah, this Beyond Flawless palette, was it this one I wanted to get rid of? I'm trying to think because this one I've had for a while. And this is like a nice selection of like nudes. I probably will not keep this one because it's just, I don't know, the colour selection is okay. It's just not as great. So I'm going to put that in probably the no pile. But then this palette, which had so much hype about it, The Fortune Favours the Brave. When I first started getting into makeup, this was like really high up on the Revolution list. And I've tried it a few times and it is just shit. Like, I'm sorry, I keep on saying that word shit. But it's just not a very good palette. I mean, the way it's laid out is pretty cute. The pigment shades are just really bad. The colour selection, some of them are quite bad. There's some fall shades in there which are quite nice, but unfortunately I can't take out individual shades. So I'm going to get rid of this palette because I've actually been wanting to for a while and I just haven't. So I think this is the perfect time to just get rid of them. This palette is so random. I don't think I've ever seen it actually in a Too Faced store, but I got this in a TK Maxx a while ago, and this is the Love palette, I guess. And I've used it a few times and it is quite nice. You get like a random eyeliner pen with it and then you get a selection of shades. This one I've not used in a while, and it also came with like a little booklet on how to do certain shades, which I don't follow because I just put whatever shit I want on my face. I don't know, this palette's nice, but it's not the greatest palette in the world. Just do some swatches to see if it's still worth keeping because God knows if I'll ever use it again. I mean, is that convincing me? It's so weird because I haven't even tried it in so long. I might throw the eyeliner away because that's just horrible. It's just pointless to have it. But yeah, I'll probably keep this. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay on the list. Just got my random Fenty lipstick here. I think because the box is so big, like again, I keep the packaging. I think I'll just throw the box away and obviously keep the lipstick because it is one of my favorites. This unicorn palette, which I think I got, yeah, this was part of the mystery box that I got. I'm gonna keep it because it's cute. I've only tried like one shade. It's nice, it's small, doesn't take up much space. This palette is the Peach and Glow. I think this is just like a highlighter and a peach glow, which is super nice. I'm gonna keep this because it's nice. Why do I have my face spray? Again, I have such the most random things in here. The Revolution, I don't know why. Again, this is yeah, I don't know why. And then this is a Light and Glow. Okay, got another one of these. I remember when these first came out, I think I bought 2 of these because I just really liked them. Yeah, this is old and faded, so I'm getting rid of that. It's very sad. It's all the memories that you have with these palettes. It's so strange. This Dragon Heart palette, I absolutely adore this palette. It's so good. But I've had it for a while. Let me see if the pigments are still worth it. It's alright. I mean, that was a bad swatch because I'm bad at swatching. but there's some shades in here. The foils are so nice. Yeah, not that purple. I'm gonna get rid of this because it's old. It's sad. I've got the blue one. My husband actually bought this for me. It's so cute. I actually really like this palette, so I'm gonna keep it because he got it for me as a gift, which is super sweet. I just have random like lipsticks in here, I think. Yeah, I've got like, I think I keep a lot of minis, so I'm going to sort that out when I sort out my other makeup, which will probably be in a separate video because this video is already, what, 20 minutes, and I don't want to take up too much more of your time if you're watching this and enjoying it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this Too Faced thing, I keep like, I mean, this bag is super cute, but obviously this is not a palette. This Harry Potter Hufflepuff palette that I got a few Christmases ago. I really like this palette, but it is quite old. To see if it still swatches very well. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice palette to just do a simple look. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it because I don't know if I'm Hufflepuff. I don't really care about that, to be honest. Again, this makeup. And then this dragon palette, which I like. You know, it's not the worst palette in you know, entirety. It looks hang on, it looks purple there, but it's come out like a gold. I don't know. This is a nice palette. I'm gonna keep it. It's a nice travel palette. When that will happen, one day. The chocolate orange palette, mini. Again, these little palettes I really like because they're easy to just take around. Warm Up palette by Makeup Obsession. This is an old palette and I used this on my wedding day. I really like this palette. It still has really good like pigment, and I really, again, Makeup Obsession are a great brand because essentially they're still Makeup Revolution. This Cool Down palette, I received this broken, but I think when I ordered this, I was just like, oh, this looks really cool. And then when it turned up, it just looks horrible. So I'm just going to throw this away because the color selection is bad and it was broken there. And now it looks even more broken, even though I barely used it. I think I've used it like twice. And then I've got the London's Calling palette, which is really good. I will keep this, and I'll probably keep the packaging because it's nice and cute. Then we're getting on to the Essence The Future Is Me palette. I tested that in the video and it's not too bad. It's not the worst palette in the world. It's got lots of shimmers. I don't know, I'll think about it. I don't know if I will keep this one, but I'll keep it for now because we'll see. And then we've got the Heartbreakers palette, which I really like. This is a palette that I got in for, like, on Valentine's Day. This is really nice. It's got a nice colour selection and again, smaller, compact. This Revolution Pro, oh my god, I've had this palette for so long and it is nice, but again, I have all the shades again and again. So this one I'll be getting rid of. This is another Revolution provocative palette. So it's just like a nice selection of nudes. I think, yeah, I'll keep this one because small, compact. Another MUA, I got this when I went to the Superdrug event for free. Yeah, the colours are super pigmented in this. They're only about £6 or anything and you get a lot of shades. This is an e.l.f. This is an illuminating palette, so this is not really an eyeshadow palette, but it's still like a palette. It's not too bad. There's been better. So I keep on disappearing. I've got this L'Oreal and Rimmel. I'm going to throw these away because they're just, I got this when I was going out one night and I was just like, I don't have any makeup. And I went to TK Maxx and got it and it's rubbish. And then I've got this Rimmel one, which I've never used. It would be nice as kind of like a kind of transition shade, but I've never really used it. It could be nice as like a brow bow face. Okay, so it's an eyeshadow and it's a face highlighter. I could probably keep it as a highlighter. I've got this shadow, this Model's Own palette. Oh my god, so I got this in like an outlet shop and it is probably one of the worst palettes I've ever tried in my life, so I'm not keeping that. It's going in the bin. Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, one of the first palettes I ever bought. It's a nice palette. It smells of chocolate. It's good. I'm keeping that one. And then we're almost done. We've only got a couple left. This is the Jules Rocks palette. This is pretty good. got it part of a Christmas collection. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. Got a sleek palette that I got as a gift from my birthday from my friend. Haven't actually had a chance to use it properly. I've only used it once, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it and then see how it goes. And then we've got this gorgeous donut palette that I use, which I really like. I think this is a really good palette. It's a nice, again, like a nice travel palette, a nice selection of colors, and it's squishy. And then I think that is it. We've got two more. Oh my god, just got a few more things left. Ugh. Right, I've still got a few of the elf palettes that obviously I'm keeping. This was the Zoeva palette that I was talking about, the caramel melange palette. I don't know, I've got it in this little packet which I'm going to take out of because I don't need it anymore. So yeah, that's super cute. I've got these Wet n Wild palettes. They're all right, they're not the best palettes in the world. I'll get rid of both of them actually. Yeah, I just like them at the time because they were good, like small ones to take, like if I was working and I put makeup on after, like I've said before, but they're a bit pants. This palette I've had for so long and I really like it, but I have to get rid of it. I have to say goodbye to it because it's just an odd shape, and it's old. And then I've got this eye chrome from Revolution, which I've used like once, but it's not really an eyeshadow palette, but I will be using this again soon because I need to try it more. And that is it, guys. Oh, all right. So yes, I still have a lot of palettes left, but I'm getting rid of quite a few as well. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you for sticking around for over 25 minutes. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did I do well? Did I do badly? Because I think I did quite badly, but I still have an attachment to make up. But yeah, thank you so much for checking out today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you haven't already. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be doing some more of these declutter videos because I have my lipsticks and highlighters and all that crap to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.